Today we're going to be drawing up crazy and absurd drawing prompts that people gave me on Reddit. Fair warning, there's going to be a lot of gooses and a little bit of blood. Just a little blood. Come on, focus, getting focus on me. I'm right here. Hey, hello. Hey guys, this is Haddy the creator, creating something new to share with you. I am an artist from the Salt Lake, Utah area, and today I'm going to be doing some more drawing. I recently discovered on Reddit a subreddit called Drawing Prompts. As I was over there poking around a bit, looking for trouble, I found a prompt that looked like a lot of fun to draw up. The prompt was to draw a goose with fire in the background while he was holding 2 pickles. So let's draw a goose. Let's go draw a goose then. So drawing up this crazy goosey, I'm doing my best to have fun with the whole process. I looked up a goofy reference image of a goose honking, whatever they do, honking, quacking. I guess they don't quack. I think they just honk, right? Well, anyways, I found a good image of a goose honking. This just sounds funny to say. Honking his horn in his little caw. This tongue flailing around. I thought this would be a fun one to make this image look comical. Plus, he's got a fire burning behind him, so he's going to be a little bit panicked, a little frantic. This poor goosey's bum is burning. He's got these 2 pickles. Such a random thing to be holding, but hey, man, that's the fun thing about these prompts. I want them to be weird. Give me a challenge, why don't you? He's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to throw some fire behind him, and then I want to put on some color burn or color dodge, maybe a little mixture of both. Make it look like the fire is hot, like he's feeling that heat, because you know the building is on fire. So I had a lot of fun drawing that prompt, so I decided to draw another one. So I found another prompt. It was to draw a bunny and a goose having a sword fight. And goose kind of seemed to be a reoccurring theme in this video. I draw a lot of gooses. I don't know why, but it just happened to be that way. Gooses, man, they coming in for the attack. Get out of here, goose! Flashback to my duck video. So let's draw a goose and a rabbit having a sword fight then. Just gonna sketch in a quick and loose drawing on the bottom, and then I'm gonna make it transparent and draw right on top of it. That's what I do. So for this one, I thought it would be funny if the goose had a sword, but like a realistic goose, no hands or anything, so the sword is just like barely in his wing. And then the rabbit is just defenseless, just got wonked right on the head with this giant sword. Maybe the rabbit has a carrot that the goose assumed was his sword or some sort of weapon, something that intimidated him enough to feel the need to off this poor rabbit. Poor little bunny. This goose is a menace to society. The Queen's orders. It's crazy what some people will do just because they were told. All morality goes right out the window when they're wearing a uniform. Stupid little duck knight. So I drew up another goose and a rabbit beating each other up. Well, actually, it looked like a pretty one-sided fight. I don't think there was any competition from that poor bunny. That one got a little bit bloody. Sorry about that. So after I drew up these 2, these were just comments in other people's threads, I figured, hey, I'm gonna post my own thing and ask people to give me some crazy drawing prompts, and I'll do them. I said I would do 8 of them, and luckily I got 8 comments or suggestions from people on weird prompts to draw up. So let's jump in and check the rest of those out. So this was the first prompt that I received on my Reddit post that I posted on that Reddit drawing prompt subreddit. There's a lot of redundant talking there, but it is to draw a silly Halloween pumpkin head guy. And I was thinking of a fun way to do this. I thought I'd just draw this really lanky looking guy. His hand's kind of linking out behind him. And he's wearing this pumpkin on his head, but he maybe didn't clean out the pumpkin very well. He's got a little bit lazy. Carved out a jack-o'-lantern pretty quickly and then plopped it right on his head. He's got guts spilling down his shirt. And he's just a goofy fella. He's just a wee bit silly. Maybe he ate all of his Halloween candy, and instead of face the poor disappointed children, he decided to plop a pumpkin on his head and pretend he's just jack-o'-lantern. Splendid with the scenery. This was a pretty fun one to draw, and the third one in this series of drawing crazy Reddit drawing prompts. Next up, I was asked to draw tubers as Pokemon. This one's a little bit challenging, but I decided to go with the most popular YouTuber ever, Mr. PewDiePie, and draw him as some sort of squirrel Pokemon or something. And then I decided to throw a Mr. Beast in there as well. So I got Mr. Beast the bunny something. I tried to come up with clever Pokemon names, but I just couldn't think of one for PewDiePie. Sorry PewDiePie, I didn't do you justice. It's kind of hard to make these look like Pokemon, which are pretty simplistic characters, not a lot of facial details, and to make them look like actual people at the same time. Famous YouTubers nonetheless. Which is a bit challenging, but I am always down for a challenge. I don't know about you, but I think that these guys have a little bit of resemblance to PewDiePie and Mr. Beast. Just a tiny bit. That might be content for a whole nother video all by itself another day. This next one, I actually forgot to record the process, but it is an epic battle between a Raccoon-Crow hybrid at 1 in the morning. And I didn't really know how to represent the whole 1 in the morning thing. So hey, I'm telling you right now, this battle right here that you're looking at, it's at 1 in the morning. Just so you know, it's 1 in the morning. Them Raccoon-Crows are just a pesky bunch. This next one is a buff old man duking it out with a bush with human appendages. This is quite a crazy one, but a fun little challenge to draw as well. This bushman with these human legs and arms just looks like there's a dude hiding inside the bush. I think in Fortnite you can get a bush and run around in it. My boys play that game all the time. So here's my old man duking it out and beating this bush up. It's got leaves flying all over the place and this guy is looking gnarly. Big old strong buff Popeye looking dude. This next one is a regular human-sized cat who is an actual doctor in a hospital room with a very confused looking patient, preferably named Dr. Tiny Cat. This was quite the request, but I wanted to oblige and do my best at it. This poor patient almost looks like she's in pain instead of looking like she is confused. But my goal was to make her look confused, not trying to make her look like she's terribly in pain. Poor girl. Hopefully she's not dealing with anything too crazy. But I did my best to make Dr. Tiny Cat look nice and friendly, going room to room in this hospital, sharing kitty goodness. And now we're on to number 8 in this series, this crazy series of insane drawing prompts. This one is to draw a train conductor who is half asleep and eating a sandwich. I don't know how you're eating and half asleep, but I'm gonna do my best to do it some justice. Maybe he took a bite and he's mid-chew and he's just grogging off, trying to make his eyes look all crazy. Maybe one up in the top of his head and one kind of glancing down. I don't know. We'll see what we can do with this guy. And I think I got it wrong. I don't know if a train conductor is the guy that actually drives the train or if he's the guy that manages the train routes, or I don't know. I'm envisioning it's a guy driving the train. I think part of this guy's problem is the fact that he has this really nice looking leather recliner in his cabin, in his engine room. I don't know what you call it. But it's putting him right to sleep, the poor fella. I'd imagine that's probably a pretty boring job, but I'm sure it has some great scenery. So here's this one done. On to the next one. Next up, surprise, surprise, it's another goose. This time a goose with human arms instead of wings sat on a roof eating bread. This guy's chill. I think it'd be a pretty funny animation to see him climb up there. Cause he didn't fly. He ain't got no wings. He just climbed up, jumped up, grabbed the rain gutter and pulled himself up there with a bag of bread he just stole out of some poor lady's kitchen. Imagine this thing just breaking in your house, punching you in the face and stealing your bread. All the meanwhile honking. That would be a pretty scary day, I think. And you hear the clonk, clonk, clonk because he climbs up on your roof and you go outside and there he is, just chilling out, sitting on the roof, laying out, getting a tan, chomping away at your whole loaf of bread he just bought. It's supposed to be sandwiches for a whole week. Freaking birds. That'd be a pretty scary day, I think, right there. And to finish it all off, here is number 10. This one was a lot of fun to draw. A Komodo dragon trying his best to become a real dragon by gluing wings on his back and trying to stand like a dragon in a book. So I wanted to incorporate all those elements, and then I also added some duct tape, because dragons can't just put on wings with just glue. Plus, glue takes forever to dry. So I got some Elmer-style glue in here, and some duct tape. And where did he get those wings? Since there was a goose in most of these drawings, I decided this one needed a goose too. So I added a goose. A wingless goose, that is. Poor thing. And then there's a book that he looked up a dragon in that gave him the inspiration to try to become a real dragon. Look, Mom, I'm a real dragon. How do you think he pulled it off? Do you think he looks like a real dragon? You think this guy's gonna be able to fly? I can just picture him leaping off a cliff like Wile E. Coyote, trying to take flight and soar into the sky, and instead just flying straight down and leaving a Komodo dragon shaped hole right in the ground. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me today and watching this video. It was a lot of fun drawing up these crazy prompts. When I do weird videos like this where I ask for input from the community, I usually post over on my Discord servers. Actually, it's not my Discord server, on our Discord server. The creators' Discord server. The Discord is called We the Creators. It is a community art group of different collectives. All creatives are welcome. And even if you're not too creative, you're welcome to come hang out too, and at least try to be. I mean, that's the whole point of this channel and that group, is to kind of push people out of their comfort zone and to try new things and to develop their talents and abilities, to get better and to collaborate with one another. That's what I'm all about after all. Motivation, collaboration, and growth. So if that sounds interesting to you, or you would like to participate in a challenge or some sort of community effort like this in the future on some sort of future video that I, as of now, have no idea about, come on over and join us and let's get creative together. Draw some pretty pictures, jump into some challenges, and let's just have some fun. get to know each other a little bit, and be part of the community. Right now I want to thank my very special patrons. They support me on a monthly basis and make videos like this possible. They give me the motivation and drive to keep going, because sometimes I just want to quit. Just being honest. It's a lot of work actually, but I'm going strong now. I am very happy and optimistic about the future of this channel. I went through a little bit of a slump there, but I'm over that. I've climbed that hill and gone on to the next one. Remember, you too are a creator. Keep on creating and don't stop creating. Remember, you are only as good as your last project. I know for me, most of my life I've always thought that I was capable of great and amazing things, but the stuff I was producing was not on par with what I had in my head. So don't be satisfied with what you've done. Keep on pushing and get better. Push that bar a little bit and you'll be all the better for it in the end. This has been Haddy the Creator, and I will catch you on the next video. Take care, guys.